What's going on, YouTube? What's
Hey,
going on, people of the internet, of the interwebs?
we still don't have an intro. This is the intro.
This is the intro. Welcome back to the channel, though. Today we have a very special guest,
This is our friend Carolina.
Carolina, in the building. No, yeah, Carolina with the K. Don't forget the K.
Don't forget the K. We only have 2 mics, so we gotta sharing is caring over here right now. So this video is day 1 of Vlogmas.
Oh yeah, it is day 1
as
of Vlogmas.
the content creators call it. Since it's holiday season, we wanted to kind of talk about spending holidays with your chosen family versus your blood family, the family that you're born into, because there are a lot of people out there who don't go home for the holidays, or they stay at their created home for the holidays. And this generation, I see it more and more in this generation, but like, let's talk about it.
We're creating this video because we are a part of the people who don't always go home to spend time with family. We are a part of the people who spend time with our creative family. How we're doing now.
We actually recently started creating our own little traditions for Halloween. We had like a Halloween party, and then we just had Friendsgiving, and we are planning out a Secret Santa Christmas party with our friends.
And I think that's going to be amazing.
I feel like a lot of times it's easy when you're a young adult in your 20s to just get kind of lost in the sauce of the world around you and get content, or not even necessarily content, but you just get used to isolation and feeling like you don't have anybody, especially when you live far from your family. I feel like our generation is big on up and go. Like the generations before us, maybe they staying where they at.
Yeah.
We are like, oh, we're gonna move here, we're gonna go there, we're gonna do this. And I feel like that leads us to be alone a lot of the time. So I feel like, just, I don't know, people need to start getting comfortable building their community with the ones around them and like relying on their people. Because I feel like ever since me personally, I've started just showing up, because I feel like that's how you build the community, is by showing up. Ever since I started showing up more, like with you guys, like I feel like not as lonely as I did before. Like I'm like, I got my people. Like my dogs got me, I got them. I'm good. Like I'm good. I'm not alone. Like, so that's my take.
That's what I love about it is that we're also making holidays different. We're making holidays more so about us and less about what the ancient traditions were. Like, we're not doing things the old fashioned way. We're doing things in a way that is more fulfilling or aligned with us. Like, even when it comes to Friendsgiving, I love the idea of Friendsgiving because, one, it's a whole lot of people from different walks of life connecting together and bonding over food. But I also love how creative we can get with our friends. It don't have to be a traditional turkey, greens, and mashed potatoes. Like, we had a vegan Friendsgiving. Like, there was no meat there.
There was no meat on the table.
But, like,
I didn't even notice.
Right. having a potluck and everyone just being able to express their creativity with their food and just bonding over it, playing games and doing, like, just different desserts, doing things our way and not by the book. And y'all know me, like, I love being able to just like freestyle my way through life. I love being able to just step outside of that little imaginary box and do whatever is divine to me. And same with like Christmas, doing Christmas with friends. I'm really excited for that because I'm pretty sure, like most of us have grown up, we've done Christmas with our families. It's the traditional, like parents get the gifts, you wake up, the kids open up the gifts, da 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 da. But as adults, like, who gets the adults' gifts? Nobody. Them kids ain't got no money, they jobless. So the adults, we gift each other gifts, and we can make it fun, we can make it interesting. It doesn't always have to be something super expensive. It can come from the heart. It could be a funny little gag gift. But also just like making it more inclusive so that we can still feel that quote unquote Christmas spirit, because y'all know, like, I love fulfilling the inner child. I don't care how old I get. I still believe that even as adults, we should still be able to have that childlike wonder. And Christmas is really about, well, I know I get the whole like religious thing, but outside of that is,
I don't. My bad. Keep going.
well, I'm saying, like, I know that they have their religious meaning behind it, but for those who are not religious, Christmas is really mostly about getting the gifts. It's about Santa. It's about the kids getting in their little presents or whatever. But like, every time you look at the adults' perspectives on Christmas, especially whatever is shown in, you know, the media and movies and TV and stuff like that, it's the adults doing all the work. The adults don't really get to like play hard like the kids do. So I like Friendsmas because we all get to be kids again.
I already don't spend time back home with family or nothing like that. So having a Friendsmas as an adult is going to be really fun. It's going to be different too because we are creating our own experiences. How you were saying, we kind of just creating our own reality. And in a way, we just doing our own thing. We are getting together, creating our own traditions, creating our own. Get comfortable. Get good. You
I
good.
don't know what to say.
The idea of creating our own traditions with the family that we've created. I'm excited to see what that's going to bring for us. I'm excited to see how it's going to work out in our favor. I'm excited for even the, what's it called? The Secret Santa.
Yeah.
I think that's the part that I'm most excited for. Before we get too deep into the video, I want to ask, the idea of this video is to do what exactly? To talk about what?
Really just talking about, like, you know, the holidays and traditions, non-traditions, spending it alone, like, you know, just talking about the holidays.
Okay, I got you.
To be honest, I know
you.
I wrote down talking about the stress of holidays, but in my head I was like, damn, I kind of don't want to talk about like hardships.
Yeah, because the holidays shouldn't be about hardships. It should be a time of giving. It should be a time of receiving. I mean, we could talk a little bit about it, maybe because we are.
Okay. We're talking about hardship right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Our family, well, not being away from our family, but can y'all hear me? But we're talking about hardship right now, given it's hardship and a blessing 2-in-1, basically, because we are curating our own family and creating our own reality and our own traditions and our own, you know, things within our community. But at the same time, prior to that, leading into it, we had to kind of negate that and like figure that out. And I guess you could say that itself is a hardship. Yeah. So I feel like, in a sense, whoever's watching this video, we're kind of wanting them to just know, like, you know, lean on the people around you. Okay. And even and you don't have to feel alone, and you don't have to feel like you have to spend the holidays isolated just because you live thousands or hundreds of miles away. Even if you live 30 minutes away from your family, you don't fool with them like that. I'm sure there's someone that you can lean on. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. I like that. That's really cool because for a very long time, when I first left the house, I was very much alone, and I didn't spend any holidays with anybody. And I think that was really, it was kind of, looking back on it, it was a little rough. Actually not spending the time with family or not spending time because I'm getting on Instagram and I'm seeing everybody together with their family, everybody opening up the gifts with their family, you know, even seeing like close family, you know, gathering together, it kind of feel alone. So yeah, leaning on the people that you have around you is very important. It's just the community that you have around you, you know. Family, friends, I don't know, neighbors, the cats, you know, whatever.
One thing I found really difficult when I first moved away, I went to college like halfway across the country, and holidays were difficult because traveling back home was a lot more expensive than it was when I was there, and it was just like a 30-minute drive away. But having to book flights and accommodations and stuff like that. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like I know I can stay with my peoples, but I'm grown. I want a little space to myself. I love y'all, but I want my own space. But traveling around the holidays is it's so expensive. And then on top of, putting in on gifts and food and all of this other stuff, like it's just a whole lot of money that I personally like don't want to spend. Mm-hmm. And then, well, even if I, do spend the money, my biggest thing is just holiday travel, because them airports be so overstimulating and busy, and there's just so many people. You got flights getting delayed. Like, it's just a whole lot of shit. So I'd rather just stay home, save myself the trouble, and stay home for the holidays. And then also, just like I said earlier, like wanting to do things my way. Like I want to play games on Thanksgiving. Yeah. I want to be able to like play music and we all dance and then we all stretch. Oh yeah, Halloween. Halloween, we all like bust into a yoga circle out of nowhere. Yeah.
I think to also touch on that a little, kind of one of the reasons that I'm not as eager to go home for the holidays also, and like what drives me to build my own traditions and pour more into my community around me during the holiday season, is the fact that nobody ever comes to see me. Nobody. I've lived in Vegas, I've lived in Utah, nobody's ever come, and now even here in Texas. So that also just makes me want to pour more into the people around me. Not saying that my family doesn't love me, because I know that they do. Right. But like,
it's like I gotta constantly dish out all this energy to come see
y'all. Exactly.
Like, y'all could at least reciprocate
the energy. Yeah. So it kind of, it puts an unspoken burden on us that I feel like our families don't realize a lot of the time, and the family that we are, talking to and things like that. I feel like that puts an unspoken burden on us, and then they don't realize that burden just puts strain on the relationship in a way. And sometimes because our families are so stuck in their old traditions, they don't even realize that. Like, they're just in la la land. And yeah.
That's what I had told my family a few times when I was younger, like, why don't we do a cabin trip? Why don't we do, like, I don't know, like, just do something different instead of all of us, like, going to grandma's house. And then we cook. And then we eat. And we sit in the living room, open presents. Like, it's still fun. It's still a vibe. I ain't gonna lie. Like, my family be lit. But it's like, damn, y'all want to do nothing different? Y'all don't want to switch it up?
Mm-hmm. A lot of older family members are just stuck in their ways. Yeah. A lot of them are, this is the thing. Mm-hmm. We come here for the holidays, or we go, this is where everybody meet up at. Yeah. But like you're saying, they kind of negate the fact of the people who leave state. Mm-hmm.
When you coming back? You coming for the holidays?
No, I'm not coming back.
Expensive.
Yeah, I'm not coming back. Can you come see me when it's not out? Right. Can you come see me once? Just once.
Come and see me for once. Come and see me.
But then they don't, and then that leads you right back to the people around you.
Yeah. And you just
right. We hate each other. Like, girl, you go home? No. All right, bet. Come over.
Mm-hmm. The community that we built. We talked about this the other day. The community that we built, it's really phenomenal. Mm-hmm. The people that we have around us, I'm going to say the family now, because it's not just friends anymore. It's really family. Yeah. We come together. We cook for each other. We give each other bags when we in need. Everything. We take care of each other. We make sure everybody's okay. We make sure everything's good. And then for the holidays, we make sure we still get that homie feel. Yeah, you know what I mean? Or it's not even a homie feel. It's a feel that we created. It's not nothing like back home.
Well, it's still home. It's a different home.
Yeah, it's a different home. Yeah. It's
home is wherever your family is, and we're that, so that's home.
Yeah.
Home is where the heart is. Hey, I got the bangers. Okay, DMPZ Radio. DMPZ Radio 69.9.
It's amazing though, because it's not, you kind of I don't want to say you forget about the people back home, but it kind of, it's like a whole weight taken off of yourself being around people that you consider family, because now I'm not worried about what they're doing back home or if they're okay. I can be 100% present in this moment with the people around me and enjoy what we have going on, because this is home, this is family, this is what we decided to create, the bond that we decided to share together, the memories we decided to take, the Polaroids we decided to take, the food we decided to eat. Like, we get to create it. It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful.
We need more Polaroid film, by the way. We say all this to say,
find your people.
Find your people.
Find your community close
find
to
your
you.
Tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Find the people who's gonna love you and lean on you, whether y'all are bonded by blood or y'all found each other in this journey called life. And do things in the way that resonates with you. You do not have to do this by the book. You don't have to celebrate in the way that you were told to do it.
Mm-hmm.
If that's not sitting with your spirit, if you want to go ride scooters downtown in a big fluffy ass costume with your friends and that makes you feel good about your Christmas, go do that shit. Mm-hmm. People say that we are losing recipes, but in reality, we're just creating a whole new cookbook. And that's okay. That is okay. And know that the holidays can be stressful, whether it's, because of the distance between you and your blood family, or you're alone, or even if it's a financial crisis that you're dealing with. But at the end of the day, find something that will restore the joy in those days, because they don't have to be that miserable. Mm-hmm. You can choose to love holidays. You can choose to enjoy them.
I would wrap it up with pretty much the same thing. Find your people. Find a community that you love and that loves you the same. Find, the people that you can be open and vulnerable with, because Christmas can be fun, but it also can get real emotional. Like, I bust out into a stretching circle. We can shed some tears together too. You know what I mean?
Had a little healing circle for a minute.
Can, just find your people, make it personal. Share with each other, love on each other, take care of each other, build with each other, create with each other. Whatever, because they in here, they be creating some fire. They be creating some fire back there on that pole right there.
Just got off the pole right before this video.
Yeah, I mean, like, do the things that you love, do the things that you enjoy, create the traditions that you want to create, be around the people that you want to be around. Enjoy life. Fuck,
what the fuck he said. I feel like y'all have pretty much said all the things. I feel like the only thing that I want to say is just show up. That's the biggest thing. Like, it starts with showing up. Once you start showing up, everything gets easier after that. Mm-hmm. So for my people with anxiety and my people who are chronic stay in the housers because they're chronic overthinkers like myself, just show up. Once you start showing up, you can find your people, life gets easier, you find your family, and you find love.
Yeah.
Find your wings.
Yeah, she got the bangers. I don't know what she's singing.
Tyler, the Creator. We gonna play that.
Yeah. I would like to wrap it up with just saying thank you guys for tuning in today. VLOGMAS 2024. Here we come. We got some bangers that was going to drop. This day 1.
See you for episode 2. DMPZ Radio signing off.